Hello guys, and welcome back to Joe's Adventures. And today we're going to be doing another episode of our Prehistoric Kingdom Devlogs. So we got Devlog 38 for April 2021. Another month, another devlog. Let's get stuck into it. Okay, so welcome to April's development update. In this shorter blog post, we'll be covering the usual, what our team's been up to and what the community can expect to see in the future. Most of our work in April was done on the game's back end, so there's not much to visually cover this month, but we got a cute little thing by Warpath. We have got a really cool little aviary going on here. We can see he's put like a bunch of microraptors in here. I think they look awesome. I think this is really cool. I really can't wait to get like pterosaurs and stuff. We get all sorts of big aviaries going on. So, state of development. After pushing our last update to the alpha, our main priority was upgrading our engine version, source control service, and fixing all the lovely issues that can occur as a result of that. Despite this extended and partial setback, a lot of exciting content started production in April. Art highlights include new music, vegetation assets, 3D building sketches, dino sculpting, and extra types of idle animations for the animals, for example, sniffing and scratching. As part of the ongoing effort to improve our modular system, the grid is now super reliable. This should address a lot of the problems users experienced in the alpha. Similarly, the back end of material switching and recoloring was rebuilt to allow for the new UI features. Let's check it out. Okay, look at that. I think that's cool. So look, you can select it all as you want. Roof material. Simple, easy. And then you can change the rock. So you can do it dirty fast. I like that. So that's cool as heck. So that works with that. So I quite like that system. It really just shows how fast and easy you can build in Prehistoric Kingdom, and I really like that idea and concept. So I'm really happy with that, and I think that just really helps improve just the general building. Because if you compare it to something like Planet Zoo, where you kind of just building everything as you go, there's a lot of screens to go through, but I like that. I really, really much like the ease of being able to make something just so quick. So yeah, as you see, it's now possible to mass select a building and change all swappable materials on the fly. This functionality is expected to apply to object recoloring, though we'll save the details for a later date when that's implemented. So yeah, you can kind of just click on something. I just want to change the color, just see how it looks. Oh yeah, cool. And then you can change it again, see how it looks. It really allows that fast design and really makes it fun to really build things. So on a management side of things, we started with exhibit data. So this provides us with a jumping off point to start figuring out the calculations for things like animal needs and their overall welfare. Exhibits and how they're scored is very much the driving force behind our management simulation, influencing everything from guest spawns to the park economy and rating. How you build and optimize your paddocks in Prehistoric Kingdom is a central component in ensuring your success as a player. So that's cool. So keeping your animals happy and healthy, having the right mixes, the right visibilities are all going to be very important for your park. Or your Prehistoric Kingdom, we could say. So we got the development report. So we can see all that's been going on, the sound system, exhibit data, rendering, some play around with some weather effects, new foliage, all that. We're going to see that in the updates. So let's go with the development highlights. So we got music. This month we've got 2 work-in-progress samples from the game's soundtrack to tease you with. Though there's currently 11 minutes of goodness behind the scenes, we wanted to give you a small taste of what's to come. Behind you can find 2 tracks, below you can find 2 types of tracks. One we've internally dubbed as working music, the other is the one that plays inside the animal nursery. There is a whole selection of music being written for specific scenes within the game, and we couldn't wait for you to hear more. So let's give a listen to This is Visitors on Main, 50 seconds. Oh, I like that. I really like that jingle. It really gives that personality of Prehistoric Kingdom. Because you really need a good soundtrack for a good game, and Prehistoric Kingdom's delivering us just that. So that's the one that's kind of just plays around that when we're working, and now this one's going to be played in the animal nursery. I like that a lot. I like that little clang. Really makes you feel like you're doing science, like you're investigating and, you're bringing animals to life and doing something incredible. I really like that feeling of it that they're doing in there. So, Byron, you've been doing a great job. I love this music and I can't wait to see more. So, since we are writing for an adaptive music system, what you're hearing is the full mix, included everything, so everything included, everything together. In game, this will be split into different layers, allowing us to control the intensity of the music depending on player context and gamer rules. Game rules, not gamer rules. This completed soundtrack will be purchasable and delivered to eligible backers once the body of work has been finished with post-early access launch. So, foliage showcase. So, Wetlands have received its final few foliage items, including new brown plants to help bring your swampy desires to life. Horsetails, arrow arum, new reeds, and decorative prickle weeds are all assist in filling out the marshy plains. And tall trees weren't forgotten though. The swamp cypress will be reworked from the ground up, adding 4 unique variants to the roster in progress. So we can see this is a lot of new plants. We've got these horsetails. I love horsetails. And we've got these other plants going on. We can see the 4 variations of the swamp cypress. We can see the smaller one. We can see like a mid-size, and then another. There's 4 different sizes and mix up, so it really doesn't feel like the same thing. I think that's awesome. And cypress knees will also be a modular item, so you can kind of place them wherever you want. So you can take your wetland field to the next level, so that's awesome. And we've got the animal showcase. So what creature would most definitely beat you in a thumb wrestle? Iguanodon, of course. Returning to the kingdom with a brand new look, this take on a classic dinosaur was inspired by a variety of real-world reptiles, incorporating a more retro and armored feel. So I really, really like how this turned out. I really like the osteoderms. Well, not really osteoderms, just the more scaly look on this guy. I really like this. The more gnarly looking scales really sets it apart from animals like Lambeosaurus and not Pachycephalosaurus, Parasaurolophus. And we can see, look around the face here. It just looks so gnarly, and it really fits an animal like this with the big thumbs and the bulky body, I think, and the big arms. I think it really fits this gnarly, ugly look. And I think, the contrary, it looks so ugly, it looks good. That's like what you can say. And I really like this. It's probably one of my favorite dinosaurs to come out recently. I really love this Iguanodon. I think it came out beautifully. And I love this skin. This is the Burdian skin. So this is inspired by an old paleo artist, like a really old, one of the firsts, Zendrick Burian. And he had an iguanodon that had like a black body and a red face. And I think they captured that beautifully with this one, especially with how it's updated to fit the anatomy that we know of the modern animal, like how we know it is today. And I think it really translated well. It's bringing that retro look and some of the good aspects of that retro look and updating the anatomy and giving us something that looks realistic and incredible. And then we can see, here's another pic. I love this one. We can see all the other animals chilling. We can see a couple going on here, the horsetails and the swamp. I love it. And you can see some of them back here. And there's a wonderful skin. I forgot the name of it, but it looks great. And as you probably guessed, we've been experimenting with atmospheric effects and different types of weather too. At this stage, it's something the team are hoping to include in some capacity in the beta or in early access. So they've been playing around with that, and we can see the fog there. And look, we've got another thing. We got an eating preview, not eating. So before we conclude this month's devlog, the team would like to briefly showcase the eating animation and temporary Foley sounds for the T-Rex. Details like adding visual chunks of meat are still on our to-do list, but we figured the community would like to see it regardless. So let's have a look. I really like that. I like how it kind of makes the meat jiggle. There's still going to be parts, like they said, that meat chunks going into the mouth to do list. I really like how the Rex is like getting in there, ripping it apart. It'd be really cool to see it added on other animals and give it like different personality. It'll be tweaked for other animals as well to give the animals different personalities, but I really like that. So with a seasoned bite like that, stakes of owning a T-Rex must be pretty high, okay? So you don't want to... The stakes of owning, we don't want to do that. And that was a good pun as well. So here we got the news roundup. So this is the beta animals that are confirmed so far. So recently we've confirmed 3 new animal species coming to the beta on the Discord server. I'll put links to that in the description, of course. We've got the woolly mammoth, Pachyrhinosaurus, and Torvosaurus will all make an appearance alongside the other creatures found in the alpha. There's a few more announcements to be made regarding the beta roster, so stay tuned for future updates. And we can see this is the Torvosaurus. I thought it kind of needed a bit of an update, but I think it looks wonderful as it is as well. And I really love the spikes on the back. I think that gives it a lot of personality. And we can see the changes in the face. It's just got a little bit of an update. I like the textures. It looks good. It looks very, very good. And we can see this is it compared to Tyrannosaurus. So this guy's not going to have, I'm not sure if it might have the Omaka size variation, which is about 11 meters, but I think that looks nice as it is. I think it's just a really wonderful animal to add to the Morrison. I think it looks great. And yeah, we can see it next to our big bad always, T-Rex. And it's a nice animal that's going to be making its way into the developments, and it's awesome. And we got soon, so got some Nigel Marvin stuff coming. Can't wait to hear his beautiful voice in the game again. We already had him for the trailer. Really excited to see that. So now we've got the community spotlights. So we've got Evolution Squared. She's got a very lovely channel. I like watching her stuff. She's got a 80-hour park in the making, so that took 80 hours. And I'm not going to show it on this video here, it'll take too long, but you guys can go check that out for yourself. And then we've got, I remember seeing this video like Histalia, he made like this hotel, and I just love the concept of a hotel. And look, he made everything. He made the beds, and he made the shades and the chairs. Really looks like a tropical resort, something. I really like the idea of having since a lot of these are going to be very big, having places for people to stay on the island or in the park, if you want to make an island or whatever you want to do. So you can have resorts and have people where people can relax and base their day, and then while they go see dinosaurs, the mums and dads can go sit at the hotel if they want, while the kids go run off and go look at dinosaurs, and just make it a fun timed place to go. And I wouldn't really recommend that when there's Tyrannosaurus in your park. You want to keep your eye on your kids. And then we've got another one from Rudy, the camel, of course, the camel guy. He did this really nice one. I really like this animal bridge. There's a cool fad. Well, not really a fad, but it's a concept that a lot of zoos are using, so they can have animals move around different areas. They have animal bridges and animal cages where animals can have more choice and move around different places. It's something that a lot of zoos are experimenting with, and I think it's a really cool thing to experiment with in Prehistoric Kingdom. As we can see here, there's a bridge where the dinosaurs can walk over and the people can see them walking over. And then there's also, so you can have different areas and experiment, and I really like that. And thank you for reading April's devlog. We would once again like to take the time to thank everyone for their support during the alpha. With beta on the horizon, we hope the community is looking forward to a wealth of information and new content to play with. More info coming in the next month. Till next time, the PK team. So, even though this was a bit of a shorter one, still got some really cool stuff, including one of my favorite animals to come out recently, the iguanodon. I just love the iguanodon. I love the gnarliness of that. It really sets itself apart from the other hadrosaurs and other one of the pods in that kind of vein. So, yeah, I really hope you guys like and subscribe. You always remember to like that. No. I'll just start again. I really hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to click that little bell icon to get notified when I upload anything. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You guys like and subscribe, and bye-bye.